Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. It is me, the Angry Rhino. Thank you for watching. You might be thinking it might be a little too early for an event store video, but with Saturday and Sunday being Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, probably not recording a video then. And Ravens are playing this weekend, so probably shoot that video on Friday. And if I waited till Monday or even Tuesday for an event store video, that's a little too late, I think. So, doing it a few days early. You see, I already have it loaded up. Let's go all the way to the end first. Play of the month crap. That's not worth anything. It's going at cloaking. Why there are refits and projectiles in here, I don't know. I guess they figured, oh, sure, it can go into that bucket. The temporal torpedo, I think, is worthless. I guess technically that's not true. It's not worthless, but for what the price they're asking for, no. 20% against only armadas for 150,000. When you buy the event store currency pack, it's $100 for 120,000. So you're valuing this over $100? No. Hell no. Goddamn dickheads. I don't even remember what this does. I think it increases the is it the cooldown? It doesn't even want to tell you. It's either the cooldown or the length. So what? I guess if you really use it for hostile grinding, then it can potentially be useful to you. Is it worth $100? No, it's old content. It's not worth $100 value. I wouldn't go for any of these cloaks. You can get them in the faction store. I might do a video later of how to obtain boatloads of faction credit, but with, scouts and away team missions and doing your daily stuff, you get kind of a lot of faction credit. So just use it on this. The rares are not in there yet, but I'm not missing it. So I don't really care. I mean, they kind of stopped doing stuff with cloak shit, so who cares anymore? Really? You buy Tetrions? I guess if you really want to, these dumbass 4-star faction minor refit dumbass things, well, they're so damn expensive, people barely use them. So, take it for what it is. I would say no, don't go for it. It's stupid. You can actually farm out each one of these by hitting capital traders, so you can have one of each if you really want to. So why buy the refit that increases a resource of what its specialty isn't, right? So like the Federation one, the ship ability is mine gas faster. Well, this refit lets you mine ore faster. You could just get a Void of Ore. Why spend extra currency on a dumbass refit? The TOS Enterprise and the TOS D4, there's also an Argon one, which I have. Now, they are good if you are still in G3 Epic Land, then they are useful. I'm not sure I agree with how much they're asking. I mean, that's more than $200. So I would say no. I mean, if that's the way these jackass overlords want to do it, then fine. Don't engage with old content. Technically, don't engage with the Defiant, because guess what? It's old content. Just like a car. It's already been driven off the lot. It's old. Epic projectile. How it went with some of these damn projectiles is they wanted two different types, right? They wanted this universal one, and then they wanted the specific one. And it kind of screwed a lot of people over because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. And, well, the players didn't really know what was going on with the projectiles because the dickheads didn't explain it to us. let's go back and let's go back to, I'm going to skip resources and materials. I say absolutely not. Don't use your currency on that. The exchange rate is not good, and there are plenty other ways to get it. I don't even know why I tapped on that. Skip right past that shit anyway. Oh, no, because I wanted to show you how much these assholes are charging for a damn picture. Look, Cisco picture, 300,000. You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind for a stupid little picture. Why don't you just get rid of this stupid ass pictures? I don't care about the dumbass things. Unless it's Riker's beard or Riker. That's it. He's the coolest. But some of these normal, mundane dudes, but I guess if you really like Avery Brooks and you think he was fantastic and you want him and you haven't sourced him, I had him. I don't remember how I got him. I think I had him. I don't know. Then, sure, if you feel like 300,000 is really worth it. I mean, it's too much. It's really too much. Ship parts. Press the button. Franklin parts. Devore part. Franklin parts first. No, not really. I don't think it is worth it. I know it is a tough grind to max out your Franklin, but you're much better off just go hitting OPC Franklins. Or just grinding them out. Maybe get a battle buddy in your alliance who's higher, or in his brother alliance, or a friend, or another alliance, because you can't hit your own alliance. See if they'll go farm some for you, because maybe they can get a whole shit ton more in their cargo and quicker than you can, and therefore you can hit them OPC. Devore parts are hard to come by, and when you do max out your Devore, you can scrap it for a Fisha. So there's potential for this to be something you might want to go after. I mean, the exchange rate's terrible. You'll hear me say that a lot because shit's expensive in this dumbass store. And yes, I did call it a dumbass store. I'm not really a fan of event stores anymore. I'm really not. Maxing the discovery is very important. Increases your warp range and your efficiency for, summoning. And the whole little refinery dealio, when you max your discovery and get above 40, you get a whole shit ton of speed ups. So if your discovery isn't maxed yet, I would say that this is a thing to go after. This plutonium garbage? No. I don't even know why it's in here. Stupid. You know why it's in here? Because they cut and paste these damn ass event stores and don't ever get rid of shit. Because it's old content. So they don't do anything with it. There's no reason for this plutonium shit to be in here. These Franklin warp bullshit things. These are Franklin, not Franklin A. Franklin. You get free ones from missions. This is if you had 2 of them and want to tier it up again. Sure, I mean, if that's what you want to do, by all means. I don't think you should be getting this because I think they should just give you these damn things. If you went out and got another damn Franklin, what are they charging you any currency to tear the damn thing up again? That's stupid. What makes me want to get another one if I have to pay you extra shit to tear it up again? Scroll past. What do we got in here? Franklin A. This is the Franklin A. It was the same thing I was just talking about. Except this is Franklin A. But it's the same argument. Amalgam parts. I don't give a shit about the amalgam anymore. It's old content. I barely use it. Fisha parts. If you really care about your score on Mining Monday and you want to go faster, then sure, get Fisha parts. I don't really think it's worth it. Warp interlock. Yes, again, This is for if you have a second or even third Fisha and you want to tear it up again. Why you can't just get it for free in the refiner like you did the first one, I don't know. This right here makes me not want to engage with the Fisha at all. Oh my God. Do I have to pay you for every single thing? Every single thing. Like, I already did shit to get the Fisha. Now I gotta get parts to tear it up. Oh, and then a secondary part to tear it up. Oh my God. Why do you need so many damn roadblocks on a shit like that? Go to the end of this. You got Cerrito parts, Mantis parts. I don't know. I barely care about the Cerritos either. Yeah, I used it in solo armadas, but like that's it. I don't care. Part of it is because tearing the damn thing up costs a shit ton of G4 shit. Like, I don't want to give you all my G4 gas. Why would I want to do that? No. How about that? Mantis. The difference between the Cerritos and the Mantis is, I think, the refinery. The refinery is much more useful for the Mantis. The refinery, that stupid little shit that they do weekly, it gives you officer shit. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible sourcing. It's not even considered sourcing because you aren't guaranteed to get any officers from that. The Mantis is different. So if you want to tap on this to see the exchange, it's not terrible. The price to get more parts, it's not terrible. And it's really good sourcing for the Strange New World hostile grinders and for syndicates. So I do think there's value here. All right, what do we get? Ship blueprints. Oh, goody. It's like one of the hints. Oh, something for G4 players. You're finally going to get it in the event store. I don't give a shit. Really? No. You should not be spending your event store currency on faction ship blueprints. You shouldn't be. Especially the uncommons. They're very easy to get. You just need to, yes, it's a lot of faction credit, but it's easy to get. Limit 15. You can't even let somebody get a whole damn ship from this. Why? What's the point? I mean, it's 10%, so yeah. 10%. No. 10%? That's terrible. Same thing for these assholes, 10%. It's expensive. I think it's ridiculous. You might as well have not wasted your time putting these dumb things in here. Mantis blueprints. Having two mantis, however, doesn't really benefit you that much. So I would say only use your currency on this if you don't have one. Of course, as you can see here, limit 100. They did put a limit on it, but it's full, right? You hit your limit and you have the Mantis. So I'm for Mantis. Like I said, don't waste your event store currency on faction shit. Separatist D3. It's just like the regular D3, except you can't scrap it and it's red. Go after it if you want to. Meridian. Now I got one Meridian in the Battle Pass when it came out. I don't know if there's a free to play way to get one. I wouldn't get a second one. If you don't have one and you need it or want it, then yes, go get one. But I got a second one a while ago and it sits in the hangar collecting dust. I don't ever use it. If I'm really hurting for raw isogen, I go hunt for it or I go mine it. Vidar, if you don't have a Vidar, you can use it and use your currency and get one. It's very useful. Big sourcing for faction credit. Devore, I say don't waste your event store currency on a Devore. If you play regularly, then you'll get, 10 prints a month from your, the 30 day chest or whatever it is. And there it is in some of the, I think it's the Epic, right? Some of the G3 Epic chests. North Star. North Star's trash. I don't know why people like it. I'm shocked that people actually paid for it, but however you like. Yes, it does mine pretty fast. It has no protected cargo, so I don't care. Baby jellyfish. I'm on the baby jellyfish bandwagon. It's going to help you in base defense. So, and as you can see, it's pretty cheap. And I have screenshots that I will show you at the end of why I think this is good for base defense. Discovery, I use the Discovery all the time. I use it like 4 or 5 times a day. If you have one, you're good. I wouldn't buy another one. If you don't have one, get it. Stella, there is a free-to-play path to get one, but do that first, and then buy another one in the event store. It will help with your Stella grind. It's not necessary for you to have two, but it will help to have two. But get the free one first. You should be able to get the Botany Bay and the Augment faction store thing. Cerrito prints. I'm pretty sure that event sources the prints, so don't get it. Amalgam. Honestly, I think the Amalgam's terrible, but it should be sourced in Cosmic Cleanup. Sarcophagus is trash. It's trash. Don't. Just don't. Don't even waste your time with it. Fisha. If you don't have a Fisha, it will improve your scoring in Mining Monday, but that's about it. You can mine concentrated latinum if you put Airrock as captain on, like, say, a faction miner or really any miner, and will ridiculously increase the speed of your faction miner mining concentrated latinum. Now, the Fisha is going to go faster, yes, but it's not a necessity. Depends on how much latinum you want and how fast you want that grind to go. So I'll leave that up to you. I do think it is absolutely okay, right? If you want it, go get it. It's right there. Franklin, like the same thing with the Vidar. If you don't have one, get one. Special currencies. I'm not for anything in this. If you really want Disco Juice, sure, I guess. Oversplinter, that thing's trash. Axionic chips, they're nice, but you can get a shit ton in the away teams. The hell with that cloak bullshit. I mean, they barely do anything with cloak anymore, and I barely use it because I don't even care. Like, my dailies are all screwed up. Like, I cloak into them damn armadas in Jem'Hadar land, and it doesn't even give me credit for beating a ship. I don't get credit for killing a hostile for my cloak daily because it's a solo armada, I guess. So it doesn't count. Carver particles. You can get them in the Cerrito refinery. I don't think... I mean, one of those damn researches doesn't even work. So I wouldn't waste your time with this. Cerrito buff activation bullshit thing. You can get 6,000 a day for free if you're under the limit. Lots of limits here. Independent credits. I love independent credits. You should too, all the independent officers out there. But this is atrocious. This currency exchange is terrible. 180,000 for 5,000. That's it. You need like 25,000 to max con or 6 or... What the hell does another 5,000 do for you? And it's not like you can just keep buying it and keep buying it. Limit 10. Why? Screw you, assholes. Trade XP. If you do a lot of weighted missions and you need trade XP, I'm pulling like double and triple chests on the Solar Armada uncommon chest. So that's where I'm getting my trade XP from. If you watch my video on how to punch up, you too can have a bunch of uncommon solo Armada credit. Syndicate XP. This is terrible. It is such a low amount. I need like at least 100,000 per syndicate level now. So I don't care about this. Yes, active nanoprobes are nice. This exchange rate is terrible. So no. Now let's go with the officers. Some people have said that they like this directive bundle. I don't see the point. If you really need the directives, sure, I guess there is value here. If you really need the directives, I don't really care about the Borg event. I mean, they've ran it, 5-6 times? I still don't have this stupid ass Infinity skin, so I don't care. This is terrible. This PvP combat special, it's terrible. Don't waste your currency. Odo, yeah, it's cheaper. He is cheaper than the other epic officers. There's a reason why he's cheaper. He sucks. Like, if you saw my video about the officers this month, this is Blue Dwarf's officer ability. Nobody uses Blue Dwarf because he's terrible. Increases my crit damage by 20%. Well, right now my ship does 315%. What do I care about another 20? I don't. So, no, I'm not going to waste my currency on Odo. Where the hell is the other officer bucket? Strike Team Special. Cool. Meh. Not really. I mean, Limit 1. Okay, it'll tear up my Una. I don't really care. I mean, 1 tier doesn't really do me anything. It doesn't tapping. It doesn't. It goes up to like 27% or 28% or something low. So why do I care? If you're gonna severely limit the sourcing, then I'm not actually gonna tier the damn thing up to a really useful tier. So why do I care? This is trash. I'm pissed off with the way they source TNG officers, so screw them. Don't get this. Don't allow them to keep doing shit like this. Hammer, Pike, go to the Mantis refinery, get them there. Cisco, Miles, and that's it. Oh, that's it. That's in here. Okay. You can get them in the Bajoran faction from all those Solar Armada chests. Don't get them here. I wouldn't spend currency on the Ultra Recruit tokens or the pattern buffers. I would, however, go after Explorer Strike Team and Interceptor Strike Team. Except for Ikatika. He's trash. So just get Weyoun and Pan. And the 3 Interceptor guys here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my screenshots. Hopefully this works. And I'm going to show you reasons why. This is why you don't go for a Ikatika. Use TOS Kirk as your captain. As you can see, I did this here. Pan on the side, Weyoun on the side. 1, there's no limit to how long morale procs, right? Weyoun is like, oh, you can have morale, but it's only 8 rounds. So if the battle goes longer, then you're screwed. You see, I took down this Interceptor. Only lost a third of my hull, and this crew is so good. Even while damaged, Dude Man came back with his Valdor, full Explorer Strike Team, and I won. Go me. And to show you this, yes, in a Pilum with Interceptor Strike Team, you can take down a Valdor with Explorer Strike Team, because Explorer Strike Team isn't any good. This battle, I don't remember how long it went, but it went more than what went. It went longer because our officer abilities stopped being effective. Because the officer abilities last like 2 or 3 rounds, right? They only stack for 2 or 3 rounds, and then that's their limit. Garrick keeps stacking. right? So I get my crit chance back at the when you get further at the end of the round, further towards the end of the battle. So I started critting this guy, and I was able to win because they didn't do Explorer Strike Team that well. They limited them too much. Why? I don't know. They like limits because they're a bunch of dickheads. Stupid people running this game. Stop putting limits on shit. Now, why I'm high on the baby jellyfish? This is one crew that doesn't work for the jellyfish. It did. It now doesn't. In Rev Deuce's live stream yesterday, he explained that the new battle engine update they put in also removed officers that get affected by the baby jellyfish's ability. Why? I don't know. I guess they heard it. We were using this for a base defense, and they said, screw you. We want your bases to get hit and raided. We don't want you to be able to defend your base. Oh, cool. Thanks. I mean, I know you should use the shield and all, but I mean, sometimes when you're PvPing in other places, maybe you're doing an assault. You join the circle, and there's still 6 damn minutes left on the damn ass timer. Damn thing takes too long. And as you can see, that is about 30% that was taken off. That is what her captain's ability is. But here is why I like the baby jellyfish for your event store currency. This is Yuki with full synergy. 20%. Now, yes, this was only one round, right? I know it's 20% a round that Yuki takes off, but this is only one round. There's no way I was going more than one round with this damn Newton. But you can see the little bar head down here, the black bar. That's more than 20%. Okay? Which means Yuki's captain ability was boosted by the baby jellyfish. As you can see here, I screenshotted what it says here. It says his shield health was about 12.3. You see 8 million. That's about a third. 20%, what's 70% of 20% is about 14%, so 34% is what was taken off. That looks to be about a third. So there's no reason to think this doesn't work in base defense, of course. Who knows? Battle engine update may have just screwed everybody over from base defense, but apparently you can use this in the galaxy. But like I said, the baby jellyfish is relatively cheap. Now, they have done PvP events for like 2-star ships. You could use that in this if they ever run that event again. Who knows? So to sum up, what did I get? I got the baby jellyfish. I had 80 shards for Ducat, so I hadn't even unlocked him. So I got 20 to unlock him and then another 100 to get him up to tier 2. That's what I paid. That's Wei Yun. I didn't have Wei Yun, so I got like 2 or 3 shards for Wei Yun. So my 2 Explorer Strike Team Cats, Pon Wei Yun, I think are good in the event store. Interceptor Strike Team, and Baby Jellyfish. Other than that, I'm not really too high on anything. Maybe hold on your currency a couple days. See if they add some kind of new bundle that you might like. Like the Battleship Strike Team was recently added. Why they can't just have them in the whole damn month, I don't know. They apparently, I think the Overlords just, they don't care. They don't care about us. They don't want to put anything in the store that we actually want. Why would they do that? It will only make us enjoy the game more, which they obviously don't want. They want to keep us mad, so we'll rage spend. That's what they really want. They want us mad, so we'll rage spend. That's going to do it for me. Like, subscribe, so you can be notified when I drop another video. I can't even say my outro. Like, subscribe, be notified when I drop another video. Shields up, Commanders.